Hey guys, welcome back to the...
I kept quiet this week.
Yes, you kept quiet this week.
I normally interrupt him, so
Yeah, she interrupted me. I had to look at the cameras and that. Okay.
I kept quiet.
But hey guys, this is Just Create Podcast. This is episode
16.
16.
Hold up.
Yeah, you did it. You know what? We used to use that button at the start anyway. We did, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
So
yeah.
taking us back.
You got it there. You got
Got
it
it
there.
there.
And today is very special because we have a
Yes.
special
We have a
guest.
special guest.
Oh.
Anyone. Come on.
Hey, there we go.
Yes, today we have a very special guest on our podcast, and I'm particularly excited about this one.
Yes.
So, I'd like to introduce Miss Caroline.
Oh, yay. Thanks for having me.
Thanks
My
for
name is
being here.
Caroline, everyone. Thanks for having me on your show.
Thanks
Thanks
for
for
being
coming.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Caroline, you want to introduce yourself?
Yes. My name is Caroline Sunday. I'm known as Traveleatslay on socials. And yeah, I'm just one woman, black girl, creating content.
Come
Come on, no, come on. Yes. I was feeling that.
Creating content in these London streets, just inspiring anyone in London or thinking of coming to London to either create content or explore more, find out more about London, what London is about, like things to do around London. Immersive experiences, going out. I do quite
Quite a lot.
different
you do.
things.
I see your page. You do a lot. So and
I
it's
feel
so
like I don't even know how to explain myself.
it's alright. Sometimes when you like put on the spot, it's like
what do
you
I
just
do
forget.
again?
Like
What's my name?
yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So so you said like basically what you do.
Yes.
How did you get into it? How did you start?
Many moons ago. I actually started back in 2016, I would say. I used to work for an events company, and we used to travel around the world, go to luxurious destinations. And through there, I was just inspired. Oh, let me create a souvenir that I can bring along my trips with me. And that souvenir, I turned it into a T-shirt. So it had the brand Traveleatslay. Every time we traveled
I
for
think I've
work,
seen it. I've seen it. Yeah.
every time we traveled for work, I would wear it. And then at the same time, just share my experience in that destination with my young followers on Instagram. I think I even had like 1,000 people or something on Instagram then. And the whole point was just to showcase or the food that I'm eating because the brand is Traveleatslay.
Yeah.
Every time we traveled, we ate and
you
slayed.
Yeah.
So
You
in every
slayed.
country we traveled, I just did the same thing. And I also gave tips about either the experience that I've had in that destination. It was minor tips, like things that you should look out for if you ever want to travel to that destination. And through Instagram, I started getting people positive feedback from people asking, oh, where can I buy your T-shirt? I'm also traveling. And that's how, I guess, that side of the business started, the merchandise side of the business started. I initially just started it as it was for me. It was just a hobby that I was doing. And I didn't think anyone else would be interested. But again, when I like something or when I go for something, I don't really care if like 100 people are with me.
You do
As long as it's for me, I'm going for it. I'm going to give it my all.
Yeah.
When people come along on board, hey, it's a bonus.
Yeah.
But ultimately, it just started off as something for me that I would wear on my travels with work. Interest started like coming in. I hopped on. Then it wasn't that big when I started off influencers. Like I just found a few people within the Black travel sphere. I reached out to them and I said, hey, I have this T-shirt. I see that you're traveling. Would this be something that you would be interested in wearing the next time you travel, just to help me like get my brand in front of many faces? And I was successful in like just reaching out to people, and they'd be like, okay, hey, yeah, send it to me. And most of them were American, actually. I didn't tap into the UK Black travel community until probably like 2019, 2020. So long story short,
I don't mind. I don't mind long. I'm okay. This is all interesting for me.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
seriously, you can speak as much as you like.
I go on. So sorry, guys. Anyone listening to the podcast, I'm sorry.
They're
I
tapping
ramble
in
on.
for you.
Yeah.
They're listening for you, so it's fine.
Yeah. So the merchandise. So that was 2016, 2017. I was still selling merchandise. 2018, the business was good in terms of like people were buying the merchandise, but at the same time in my actual job, I started getting bored. Not bored per se, but I just didn't see any more room for progression.
To grow.
And I thought, okay, I have this brand, or
Yeah.
at least this business that I'm working on. Why don't I quit my job and focus on that instead? And that's exactly what I
Can we
did.
just press it? It's not your turn. Can you just press a button, please? 'Cause I like.
Yes.
Okay.
But because you said you quit your job and you went for your passion.
Yeah.
Shame.
Yeah.
Disclaimer though, it wasn't an easy task to do, and I just didn't wake up one morning and just say,
Said I'm quitting.
hey, I'm quitting my job, because I also didn't have a backup plan. Well, my backup plan was to work on my business, my Traveleatslay. But at the same time, my main job, my full-time job, was the moneymaker for me to actually have Traveleatslay.
Yeah.
So I had savings. I had a plan to say, okay, I'm just going to do a bit of business development for a few months and see how that goes. In hindsight, now thinking about it, I think I was a little bit
Impulsive.
probably high on the social media.
Yeah, that happens though.
No, the social media hype of like everyone's quitting their job and just making it, and people are starting their businesses and everything is working great. There were times when I was just like, maybe I should go back. Maybe I'd made the wrong decision. Maybe I was just questioning every move that I did for a while, because that startup stage, or like that time when I decided, okay, I'm going to actually focus on my passion, it was hard to just be like, okay, where's the money coming from for me to actually now start fending for this business that I have now decided to make my passion in full time. But before I officially went rogue and started my business, went rogue, I took time out to travel. Actually, I had never been on a solo trip by myself. Well, solo by myself. I had never been on a solo trip. That's why I said you should edit something.
No, we're the same. We're bad. Don't worry about it.
I had never been on a solo trip, so I booked a trip. I was just like, hey, let me find out what this is all about. Let me get out of my comfort zone, and if I am Miss Traveleatslay, I might as well, like, you know,
Do it
and showcase and tell the world what it's all about. My first solo trip was to Crete, an island in Greece. Loved it. Afterwards, I loved it. To begin with, I was very like conscious about like, everyone is looking at me. Everyone knows I'm traveling by myself.
Yeah.
Everyone is just like, oh my gosh, laughing at this girl by herself. I think that was more like just in my head.
Yeah.
When I think of it now,
No one was.
who would go on holiday to look at what someone else is doing?
Yeah,
Like,
true.
you're there to enjoy your time. You're there. You've paid your flight. You've paid the hotel. I didn't pay to look at someone else, whether they're enjoying or not enjoying. Once I let go of those like little words or voices in my head, I actually just enjoyed myself. I stayed for 4 days. I managed to go for a day trip to Santorini because I'd seen it. I'd seen it on Instagram. I was just like, it's expensive to get from London to Santorini, but I was already halfway there. It was just an hour away. And I was like, why not?
Was it cheaper to do that journey?
Yes. This was a while ago. I think it was like the boat was 30.
Really?
I think 30 euros.
Oh,
or
interesting.
30 currency of Greece. Yeah.
That's really interesting.
Because you're already, it's
you're
an
already,
island away.
It's true.
It's like saying you're going from the UK to Ireland.
Yeah.
You're already there.
Yeah.
It's cheaper for you to do that journey than
really
US anyway.
See, if we had my Unagi button, I could have pressed that.
Okay. I will say this now. I'll promise you. I'm gonna promise you,
You
Chris.
said that last episode.
No, I said I will do it. Now I'm saying I'm gonna promise you.
Okay, cool. All right, it's gonna happen.
I promise
Yeah, no, thank you for that, because one of the trips I'm planning to do is to go Santorini, and obviously it's like it looks absolutely beautiful,
Yes.
but I think it's expensive because everybody's trying to go there. So
it depends on your pocket.
mm-hmm.
Remember, I just said I quit my job,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not out here spending money on
Yeah.
like those gorgeous hotels that you see in Santorini. I just wanted to see what the hype was all about.
Yeah.
And that day trip for me just ticked the box enough for me to want to come back when I now have the finances or anything. But at that time, that was what I could do. That's what I could manage. So
Yeah, did you which I think the answer is yes, but did you learn a lot about yourself while being by yourself?
Yes, but in a way, like when you travel solo, you're never really alone. You somehow end up meeting someone else, which is what I did. Like I ended up meeting another girl from, I don't remember what country she was from, but she was actually then coming to London, and we just connected. And I think she was also on a day trip to Santorini from wherever island of Greece that she'd come from. And I was just like, yeah, let's connect. And from then, we've been in contact ever since. I would say everyone in their lifetime should encounter a solo trip. Whether it's for a day, whether it's for a week, whether you're going to Bali by yourself, whether you're going to wherever you're going, I would say it's just good for your soul, your mind, just to get to know yourself as well. Like what you like, what you don't like, have that quiet moment for yourself and just enjoy your own company.
Yeah, I hear that. I thought Sharon was going to press a button then.
Do you want to press the button?
No.
Not that one. No. See me. We did say.
I told you.
That was my bad, guys.
I think, wait, which button is that? I don't know.
There we go.
That was all right.
Edit the one before.
Right. So when you was traveling and like I'm so fascinated. Sorry, I'm just trying to how I'm gonna word this question, but I'm fascinated on how you've like documented all the stuff of where you've gone, like even like places where you've eaten or anything like that. Like, does that go
planning?
A lot of planning, like to do, or is it just I'm just gonna whip up my phone and just record?
When I first started Traveleatslay, it wasn't so planned out. It was more, hey, I'm here, I'm at the podcast. I just started filming now. Like, I don't feel like it's that planned out, because if it's too planned out, that's where procrastination kind of starts creeping in for me, because I feel like, there's so many hurdles that I now have to like make it very aesthetically pleasing and if that's your niche, that's your niche. If like fashion and like home decor is your thing, or like if you're always looking for that clear-cut magazine feature, then you would need to plan it. To me,
but use it on the go.
it's
just
on the
like-
go. If I see something that I like and I feel like people need to learn about this, or why is no one talking about this nice place that I've just discovered?
Yeah.
People need to know. That doesn't mean like I'm going to just not clean my camera lens. I think that's the main thing that people don't do.
You look like you got like a major issue with that.
Yeah.
The way you just was like, clean your camera lens. Whoever that's for, clean your camera lens.
I think it's for everyone. Everyone literally, and people who even I do this to my sister. Like every time she's about to take a picture, like, have you cleaned your camera? Because our cameras touch like depends.
Yeah, it gets
on
greasy.
It
It
gets
gets
greasy.
dirty, yeah.
It gets dirty. It's in your bag. It's just everywhere. But also, if you're thinking of being a content creator, or just for the purpose of viewers enjoying your content, they also need something clean, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be like always with a big photography camera.
Yeah.
Your phone can do just as
It's just as good.
better.
Yeah, exactly.
And now smartphones have upgraded,
yeah.
right?
It's very
Like
true.
in most cases, most iPhones or most I'm an Android team, Android.
Oh no. Okay, wait, hold on. Sorry.
Sorry, we have to press the button. It's the green one. No, green one.
Yeah,
green.
it's that
green,
one.
green,
It's that
yeah.
one. It's that one.
No.
Oh my gosh.
She made
That
a
one had
mental
to get- that
note.
one-
She made a mental note.
I'm sorry. That one had to be pressed.
But whether it's iPhone, whether it's Android, as long as it's got clean camera, you can create your content. I feel if people put so many limits to them to say you have to have a specific camera,
You're not gonna get it done.
yeah.
You're not,
And
yeah.
it's also money. Like, I'm not saying at some level you're gonna have to get to
upgrade,
that upgrade and get that camera. But for now, use what you have.
yeah, exactly.
Utilize the tools that you have in order to just get your content out there.
No.
So while we're on the same topic, like, so is that the only equipment that you use?
I bought a vlogging camera
Okay.
like 2 years ago.
What camera may I ask?
It's Canon,
Okay.
I think.
Okay. All right.
It's okay.
We're gonna have to leave it there. We're not
It's
pressing
okay.
any buttons. That's fine.
I
That's
see
fine.
y'all, but actually you're Sony and Nikon here.
Yeah.
That's another war between us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but disclaimer again, I bought that 2 years ago, and then I upgraded my phone now.
Yeah.
And I haven't touched that camera for a whole year.
'Cause
I
no
think,
need.
yeah, because I just feel, and I think of it as well as the long term is I have to edit
Yes.
everything. So imagine getting your images or your videos from your camera to
your-
whatever
yeah.
device that I use my phone to edit. So if your phone is capable
Of doing
of
it.
filming, why don't you just do everything from your phone, edit directly from your phone, and everything will be swell.
Okay. What apps do you use to edit?
I hope they pay me if you're listening.
Yeah, go on, because how I can
In shot, you need to pay
in
me.
shot.
InShot app.
Sponsor. Sponsor.
Sponsored by
InShot.
InShot. Credited by Traveleatslay.
Hey, come on.
Wait a minute.
Oh, yeah. You like the buttons, don't you? You do.
I use InShot a lot more for the videos. I used to use. Sorry, I'm gonna look on my phone. Just
Free.
What apps do you use? Well, I use
Well, on my phone, I use Video Leap.
Video Leap.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
yeah,
I used
I've
to
heard
use
of that one.
Video Leap before, and then I started to use Adobe Rush, which is the sister version of
Oh,
Premiere
just shush.
Pro.
Just
Sorry,
look.
we got beef.
We've got a
when it comes to
lot. There's a
video
lot.
editing.
Okay.
That's why I didn't mention Final Cut Pro, did I? We could have left it there. One when we don't have a guest.
Now, kids.
I know,
now.
right?
But yeah, but that's what I use. But however, Adobe, they take up a lot of memory when it comes to having it on your phone. InShot and Video Leap, they don't take as much memory on your phone, but the bigger apps like Adobe,
Mhm.
yeah, because I had trouble with my My Lightroom,
Take up.
Chris.
We both eat. Oops. Anyways, move on. Yeah.
But
But
no,
they do take
Lightroom.
up-
Yeah, that their whole suite, it does take up a lot on my phone. Which
I
is
think
why.
it depends on the kind of content that you're filming, right, or
Mm.
shooting. I would say a big tip is to be intentional about the shots or the
That you want.
videos that you're actually
Mm-hmm.
filming,
Yes.
because if you see anything nice and you're just like, oh my gosh,
Mm.
think of like the long term you're gonna have to edit all those oh my gosh
Moments.
Yeah.
Mm.
So if they're really
What's going to bring them to that? Like, how you're helping the person?
Yeah.
What they're looking for.
I used to I'm saying this now because I've learned from all this time. I used to be just taking videos of anything, everything, and just be like, that could be useful, that could be useful. And then at the end, when I sit down and I'm at home and I start editing, half of the things that I said that could be useful were not useful. Or I then like look through the whole reel of everything that I had filmed, and everything is crap, and I'm just like, but I was there for hours, like looking or like shooting at this angle and that angle, and then I just came back with not so good content. I feel like I have a particular eye of how I like my content to be. And I would say anyone who is a content creator has that eye of how they want their content to be.
Agree.
It's also how you digest content. I digest content through videos. And I had, funny enough, I traveled. Sorry, I like digress a lot.
No, seriously,
carry
go.
on.
The floor is yours,
Yeah,
seriously.
I traveled with a friend of mine who's another content creator. She's more of pictures. I'm more video. And I actually did a poll on Instagram and Twitter just to see what other content creators or people in general, how they digest content. And on Instagram, people voted, like the majority voted for video.
Yeah, of course.
And then on Twitter, it was the other way around. Instagram liked they digested content through pictures.
Oh, okay.
Whereas
Really?
Twitter, out of that
I'm
whole
new
poll
back
that I
to
just
Twitter.
did.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm new. No, Jerome got me back, so I will be following you after this moment in time. Yeah, I'm gonna follow you. I'm new to it again. I used to be on it all the time, but then when you come, just like Facebook, and when you come away from it, and then it's just
I feel it's a whole different playground. I think all
it's a
the
different world.
different
It's so
apps
fun.
are just a different playground.
Yeah.
You connect differently to people on Twitter than you do on Instagram. And
definitely.
on TikTok as well. And I don't know if people still use Facebook much, but that's so true.
I think they do, but I more use it for
Family.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I use Facebook more to kind of just stay connected with people who I don't usually get connected with on Instagram or on
I just
Twitter.
use it to manage accounts.
Okay.
Okay.
No,
Content
listen to me.
creator,
No, that's what I'm
manager,
saying.
social media manager. Yes.
I just use it to manage certain accounts. That's why I use the business side of it.
Okay.
But I don't really use it for personal use. I don't know how to anymore.
Yeah, not for personal. Well, I use it for my businesses, but then I know Facebook now has Reels
Yeah,
section,
they're doing it. Yeah.
which again, as a content creator, I don't think you should shun any platform where you can get your content out there. I started using them, I think, because I only figured it out last week.
Yeah.
And some of my reels there are doing better or
than-
getting more views than they do on the previous app.
Do you have the same amount of following on both?
No.
You have more on Insta or more on
I have
Facebook?
more on Instagram than I
Okay.
do on Facebook.
Okay. But you
But
find
then
that it's
on-
working better on Facebook?
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
again, it's a different set of eyes.
Yeah, okay,
I
yeah.
won't say no to getting new people onto my
No, that's right.
content, wherever they come from.
That's right.
And I think I guess I'm still learning. I just post and I run away on Facebook.
That's what I do.
So I'm just like, oh, whatever.
That's what I do.
On Facebook, you don't really, at least in my understanding, you don't really have control over, like, there's no hashtags or anything. You just literally put your video up. I don't think you can tag anything. Just put a video up and let it go, and then just see how it happens or how it performs over day.
See, because with Facebook, friends, you're only limited to, I think it's 5,000 for friends.
Oh, okay.
So you're capped. I don't know if they've changed that yet since they've integrated
Added
with
things, yeah.
Instagram and stuff. But as far as I know, you're capped at 5K friends.
Okay.
But then you've also got Facebook pages, which is where you'll have your
Your
business.
community,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then obviously that can grow to wherever. So, but yeah, Facebook, still use it, but
Yeah.
I haven't
think
used
a lot
it
of
for a
people
bit. It's just
still
changed.
use it. Yeah, it's just changed a lot. That's
Yeah.
all.
Mm.
But if you know how to work it, then go for it.
Go for it.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, definitely.
So like in this journey that you've had, like, what has been some of your struggles that you've had to face?
I think at some point starting was I'll do a disclaimer again and say I didn't start off as a content creator. I just was like, okay, I like filming
You like
stuff.
filming it
And because of Traveleatslay, the aim of Traveleatslay was to introduce or showcase either a new destination or give travel tips or advice to anyone who was thinking of traveling. Over the course of time, I then just made videoing or creating content a hobby. I was just like, okay, let me see how this goes, and let's take it to whatever level it takes me to. I don't think so I'll say starting was difficult because I didn't really have a goal per se in mind on the content creator side. It was more just, I have a business, I need to get it out there.
Yeah.
How do I do it? Through Instagram and just creating content around that brand. So every time I traveled, I would wear my T-shirts. I started hosting group trips through Instagram as well. Like I made a community on Instagram of mainly Black females who want to travel within a group of like-minded people. These day trips were, we would go in the morning, we'd take the first flight out and be back with the last flight back to London. And it was just a seamless way of traveling, creating content in a different destination, and also giving a taster for anyone who wants to travel solo, like a little foot, and just say, okay, not exactly solo because I've still got like people near me, but they are kind of solo in a way because we're not bound by anything. We're just going together. Yeah, I did.
The realization of your
I don't know if I answered your question.
the
right.
realization on her that was so priceless. That was it. No.
Yeah. Like I said, it's like
The struggle
sometimes
was
reel me in.
But it's still not the struggle. So the main struggle was the starting.
Start up. Again, my struggles are more on the business side than I would say on the content creator side. I guess maybe the two merge at some point, but I class myself as a business owner.
I was going to
first,
say to you,
then
did you find it more? Because me, the business side, getting everything together is more harder for me.
Yes,
because I'm more like a creative mindset.
Yeah,
so I find that more harder. So
I would say when I say business side, I mean like starting up Traveleatslay was more of my difficult or my hardest challenge ever. From like sourcing T-shirts, where do you source T-shirts from?
Yeah.
Or like how to create a logo? And thank God I had a friend who's creative who helped me create a logo. But now that I had a logo, what do I do with it? Like, where do I put it?
Where do I put it?
So researching, and there were some errors where I found a supplier and it just went left. They printed it the wrong way. I wasted money. I then had to look for another one. It took me a few trials, like I think 3, until I got one that I was just satisfied with. And I can sometimes be a bit like, perfectionist
Yeah.
to the things that I want exactly how I want it.
Well, you want what you want.
Yes,
I love saying that.
but at the same time, if there's a deadline, you know, like
yeah, you need to.
there's something has to give.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying put out rubbish things because that is still your name
on it.
on
Yeah.
whatever brand or content it is.
But yeah, those were some of your struggles.
Yes.
Yeah. I got you, girl.
So I would say maybe as a content creator, that word content creator is a bit like it's a bit iffy. When people tell me, "Oh yeah, I like your content," I'm just like, "Oh, that's great." I still don't classify myself as a content creator.
Really?
Sometimes I
But
don't.
why wouldn't you?
I don't know.
Okay.
There's no like real reason why not.
Is it because that whole
I think there's a
it
whole.
hasn't-
Maybe it might be a stigma or like not a stigma per se, but like I think there's a whole lot of weight that is
behind it?
put on people who are classified as content creators. Like you can't even say, "Oh, I didn't like this." Like you can't really. Sometimes you can't really tell your whole truth about a particular product or destination or a restaurant because the backlash from it is just like, "Oh my gosh, that's my favorite restaurant."
Do you know
Why
why?
did you
I
say
feel
that?
like that's because of no, we didn't speak about it. I think like we live in a very cancel culture.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. Like we're not. It's like we're not allowed to say certain things, which you shouldn't say certain things, but you can't have your opinion.
Yeah.
Because if you go to a restaurant, for you, it's like you don't like that restaurant, and it's your page, so it's your opinion.
Yeah.
But if you post it,
Now everyone is
everybody's
in
like,
it.
you know.
Yeah.
So I don't really agree with the cancel culture. No, I don't agree with it. So yeah, but I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the counter culture or it's just, I don't know. I just, again, maybe it's too much. When it's too much responsibility, then you're always like, oh my gosh, I can't say anything wrong. I always have to be perfect, and no one is perfect.
No one's perfect.
We all have slip ups.
Yeah,
we
it's
all
like
have
people forgetting that we're actually humans.
there.
It's
So,
really
yeah,
until they slip up, and it's like, hey guys,
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
a human.
Yeah.
No, I do it all the time. Even on Twitter, if I got an opinion, I want to say my opinion. I'm like,
Yeah.
let me not.
Yeah.
Let me just.
It's funny enough. I think Twitter is where people are very opinionated.
Yes.
Yeah,
opinionated.
opinionated.
Yes, very.
They are.
They're
And
very open.
Yeah, and I was saying to Jerome, like, because he was telling me that exact same story, and I was like, you know, some things we have to be careful what we say now, because you could forget about it in 10 years. Let's say Twitter's here in 10 years' time.
Yeah.
You can forget about it in 10 years' time.
Someone will
Be in a
bring it
whole different place, a whole, like, you've escalated somewhere different, big, and they'll pull up the tweet 10 years ago, and it's like, you're now cancelled.
Yeah.
Because a tweet 10 years ago.
True.
So it's now, like, you have to curve yourself, hold yourself for now because of future.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
I would say, like, there's a way that you can present your opinion, which is not so detrimental maybe to the business or to whatever you're reviewing. Just to say, guys, this is my opinion.
Yeah.
And I've said it a few times to
In
some
my
of the
opinion,
things that I've reviewed, and just said, this restaurant or this product, I know some people like it, or at least I gauge with my audience, like, have you tried this product before? What were your thoughts? So at least
That's
I
smart.
gauge,
Yeah.
where are people coming from? And then I'll say, okay, I know 90% of you said you like it, but this is my opinion. I XYZ it. Or like, I didn't find it valuable. I think if this was substituted for that, it would then make it perfect for me. But don't hate me. Don't crucify anyone just because they have shared their opinion or they've said they like a place and you didn't like it. Social media is there to be informative, educational, to shed light on things that need to be shed light on. All these other things that we've kind of made it into, which because that person is still has feelings, right? Whoever you're gonna start canceling or just bad mouthing, trolling,
Comes cyberbullying, basically.
yeah,
It does.
it's just not nice.
No, it's not. And we ain't here for it.
No. And that's that could sometimes hinder other people in be like, oh, I don't want to become a content creator, or I don't want to put my face forward, and then people will start giving negative vibes or negative feedbacks to me. I would say to anyone who is thinking of being a content creator, whatever field that you're in, like the content that you create yourself first before you ask other people to like your content, or before you start posting it out, just waiting for people to validate your content. Because even if you ask anyone who's now making it, who's like your favorite creator, ask them how they started. Maybe they were ranking in like 100 views or whatever, or 10 views, asking people, oh, guys, don't you like my content? Or, but as long as, I guess, they kept on going because they liked what they were creating. They were creating for themselves first before they started asking people's opinion.
I think that deserves a button. Please.
Red one. Well,
that one would do.
That one would do. Yeah, no, because I've spoken to a lot of people, like they have a business model and their way of thinking is, okay, I need to get on social media. But then they stop because they don't want to put their face out there. They're scared of what can go wrong, because that's what they're thinking of. That's the first thing they think of, what can go wrong. They're not thinking about what can go right, where this can take them, or this, that, and the other. It's like
where the right
positive. Yeah.
No.
I would say I went through that as well for Traveleatslay. I think if you look, it's now way down my page now, but for a long time, no one knew who the face of Traveleatslay was until the lockdown, I would guess. So I started this in 2016, and I would like drop my face here and there, but no one would really like associate, oh, that's me, that's the girl for Traveleatslay. And why I did that was because the product that I'm offering was not for me per se. I was offering a product for other travelers. And I didn't always want it to be like, oh, there she goes again. Oh, her face again. Oh, does she have other people like wearing her stuff other than you? But basically lockdown, because I didn't have people traveling and showcasing my product, I had to put up my big girl pants and just say, you know what, this is my brand. I have to showcase my brand and keep it existing, right? So once all this pandemic is over, people will still remember Traveleatslay because I was churning that content. I was doing what I could with the restrictions that we had during COVID.
Yeah.
press that.
Yeah. Because I couldn't, when I was looking at your page, I couldn't
Decipher.
pinpoint. Yeah, I couldn't. It's only, because I was saying to you, so it's only until I went to your highlights.
Yeah.
Which
then you
leads
see
you,
which girl is
yeah,
this?
which leads to the next question. Collaborations and your features.
Oh.
That's how I pinpointed, okay, this is Caroline.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the
It's a
next one,
mystery.
tell us like the successes. We've heard about the struggles, all about the successes and your features, your collaborations,
Yes.
what you're proud of.
Oh.
I like that.
To be honest, I'm one thing, I guess, not one thing, but the main thing I would say, I'm proud that I'm still going.
Yes.
That I started something and I'm still pushing it through. Because it's tough out there. And I see like, even during the pandemic hit so many people left and right, and some positive, some negative, some have already like abandoned their business projects or their brands. So I would say kudos to me for,
well done.
trying it. I'm still going.
Yes. Let's press it again. Inspiration.
Collaborations wise though, last year,
21. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 2021.
2021. Good.
2021.
Yeah,
because I'm lost.
Calculation. I managed to partner with Nissan,
Oh,
the car brand, and I pitched to them and I just said, hey, this is who I am. I am, since we were still like on those tiers, nobody was traveling as much. So my whole front to them, or my whole pitch to them was, I'm a travel content creator. That's where when I pitch to brands,
Travel
that's when
content
I
creator.
say I'm a content
That's
creator.
okay.
But in general, I don't. And I am still trying to motivate, or at least inspire, my following or my community to travel, even though they can't go abroad. But hey, we can travel around the UK, right? So give me one of your cars and I will be able to showcase just traveling around the UK, how that can be while showcasing your car. And they agreed. And
that is
Wait a minute.
that is
Yeah.
a that is
Wait a minute. Wait. First of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
Oh my gosh.
Like that, literally just, okay, cool.
well,
Take the car.
It takes, take the car. It was for a weekend.
Okay, so Range Rover.
If you're listening, Range Rover.
Range Rover, baby.
I'm available anytime.
Speak it. Yes.
And they gave me the car for the weekend, and I went around with another content creator. We went to the Cotswolds, and then we went to Isle of Wight,
Okay.
because you can drive there. And at the same time, because Isle of Wight, you need a boat, I pitched to the ferry and said, hey, this is what I'm doing. I already have Nissan on board. Why don't you come on board as well? Give us a lift.
We're gonna
Over
have
the
to keep
ferry.
pressing some buttons because this is amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, sorry.
Wow.
Yeah, and we created content for that weekend, and then they on Sunday they came and took their car.
What? Hold on. With the pictures.
Media kit. You had a media kit.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
I
cool,
told
cool. Yes.
Yes. Note to any creator or content
Media
creator,
kit.
I would say have your media kit. Your media kit is your CV
Yep.
of the
Your
kind of
creators,
work
yep.
that you either have done and can do for a brand, as well as your insights, like the numbers, the figures of like
Engagement.
how much your engagement or you have with your platforms. It's a CV. Think of it as a CV. So if you are looking for a job, you give your CV, right? This is what I've done. This is what I can do for your business, or I can bring to the role. It's exactly the same.
Where did you create yours? Your
Canva.
Yeah, girl. Yeah, I knew you was good. I love Canva.
Canva is
I'm a Canva lover.
also get
Yes, sponsor us.
Canva
Canva.
and get the premium Canva. Don't use
Pro.
the
Yeah, I've got Pro.
There you go. It's a good one.
Have you?
No, I haven't got
Okay.
Canva. Sorry.
I would say
Canva
even
is
the
definitely
basic one.
Mm.
Get the Canva. Get Canva, basic or paid. Paid just gives you
more
additional
like,
benefits and stuff.
I think it's worth it. Yes,
Yes,
the subscription is
the subscription is £10,
£10.99.
£10.99
£10.99.
a month.
Okay.
So think of, and also another thing, plug for the content creators listening. You can, if you have a friend or if you have friends, you can get one and add each other to
remember.
that as one package,
Mhm.
and then whoever's the main account, you just dish
Okay.
your.
There we go. There we go. Dre.
If she's got the
Got you
paid one,
Mm.
half the monthly rental.
Okay. Okay.
Then you can all create like if you have branded items like business cards if you need them, or whatever you're using in terms of like story covers, podcast covers, YouTube covers, you can just, and you don't need to start Googling like what's the dimension for
No,
an
you do it
Instagram
in- it
post,
has it
what's the
all
dimension.
there.
Yeah,
It's like
Everything is just
literally
there.
is. It's
Again,
amazing.
Canva, we are available
Canva,
for
yeah.
partnership.
Listen, Canva. We need to speak to that camera.
Oh,
Canva,
Canva, we're available for a partnership
baby.
anytime.
Sponsor us, baby.
Backed by Traveleatslay.
Okay. Oh well, I'm Photoshop, so I need to just jump on.
Yeah, Canva
On
is,
Canva.
I think
No,
it's a little bit
is
easier for you.
Canva like it has a load of templates ready there.
made.
You don't have to use them,
Mm.
but it's a load of templates already there, and you can just adjust it to your liking. Like
Adjust the font,
yeah.
adjust the sizing, adjust the colors,
Everything.
according to your brand colors. If you have
can
brand
put in
colors,
you can put in your brand, and then it will you can it will pick up your brand colors, and then it will adjust the
match
palette.
everything.
Yeah, and you can then get the fonts. Oh, listen, we need to have a Canva podcast.
Yeah.
You want to come on that episode?
I'm good.
Okay.
As long as Canva
Canva sponsoring us.
Time is money over here. Canva.
Hey. Okay,
No,
cool.
I think I don't know where I was going with. I don't know if
know,
I'd
it's-
finished,
I
but
don't know, but everything. I'm not gonna lie. Everything you said was amazing. Like,
Mhm.
there's a bit where I zoned out and I was just looking down because I was just really listening to what you were saying because it is very inspirational. Go.
it's come to me. If you are a content creator, so I was saying like your media kit, you need to have brands that you've worked with or whatever work that you've worked with. If you don't have any brands that you've worked with, still create a media kit
Yes.
and show a brand, what you can do, what you can deliver. I would say when you're starting out as a content creator, whatever your niche is, maybe start pitching to smaller brands that need help because you're kind of doing each other a favor. I don't condone to say like always work for free, but there's
start
also
somewhere.
a starting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there is
you
a starting
have to
point.
start
Yeah, you do.
somewhere. Reach out to the small brands. Even reach out to the big brands. They can give you
gift.
a product that you can promote on their behalf.
Mhm.
So imagine you just have like, I don't know, Nike as the first brand that gives you a product. All you need is just that one brand for you now to
It's a
start
blow,
going
yeah.
out to other brands to
Brands
say,
and
hey,
this is how it
look
works.
what I've done with Nike. Nike was happy with what I did. These are the results. And that's where your Instagram matrix and everything comes into play. And just say, I'm worth it. This
And
is what
it's
I can
like a roller
provide.
coaster, really. After
Yeah.
that, it's literally
As long as you are like there's another what would I say, like misconception to say if you're a content creator, oh, things just
Come
flat
your way.
like come your way, they just
No, they
DM
don't.
you with you also have to put in the work,
Yeah.
especially with the brands that you want to work with. Maybe write a list of like the 5 that you really want to work with. Look at their profiles on Instagram or whatever social media network that they're on. What kind of content creators are they working with? Because also be in alignment with the brand's image that you want to work with, right? Because I won't be going for, I'm not really a sports fan, like anything sporty, but if I can see an angle to Nike that they're missing that I can bring value to, I can just pitch them to say, hey, I can give you, or I can bring to your audience XYZ. I see that you have a missing link to that section, and that's what I can bring to the table.
dropping some gems today.
Gems.
Oh, thank you.
Loving it. I am so
I
loving
wish I had like when I was starting out.
This information.
Yeah, like I feel nowadays there's kind of like a secret society, like within the content creator world. Like you gotta know someone to know someone.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you're starting out, you're just kind of like, oh, fend for yourself. And I feel that's wrong. Like I'm always up for helping anyone that I come across.
Yeah.
Whether it's anyone who's thinking of starting their own t-shirt merchandise business or thinking of being a content creator. I'm always happy to shed light because I've been there. I came from I had to learn the hard way. So
And this is the point of our podcast.
Yes.
Correct.
And this is what I was saying to you.
equipping.
We just want
future.
to inspire other people
Yeah.
and just get them, because we know there's a lot of, people that are secretly content creators, but they don't have that confidence to do it.
Mhm.
And it's people like yourself that come out here and tell us, I didn't plan to do this.
Yeah.
And now your account is doing this, and you've been with Nissan, and you've the ferry, like you've pitched them,
Yeah.
and it's just
And
roller
also
coasting for
know
you.
your source. Like, there's no one who's gonna
There's only one you
fuel. Yeah, and
Yeah.
no one is gonna fuel your source other than you.
other
right?
than you. Yeah.
If you don't big yourself up, if you don't just get it within yourself to say, I deserve this. My videos are good. My pictures are good. My content is good. Don't wait for 3 likes to then say, oh yeah, that's validated. I think I'm good. You need to. It's funny enough. Like, thank God for reels, highlights on Instagram, because I look at mine. I'm just like, oh my gosh, girl, you're good. How did you do that? Like, there's
A reminder.
yeah, it's just like videos that I've shot like probably a year ago. I'm no longer in that same mindset, but like sometimes you always need a reminder when you're feeling low, or like you just need inspiration to say, hey, look how far you've come.
Yeah.
You have more to go.
Yeah, I know, right? I know. I feel like, oh my God. I'm just like, okay. Did you want to?
Yes. Well, so since we're on this topic here of obviously just pursuing what you need to be doing and just get your content out there, do you have a team?
No, I work by myself. When you say a team, like someone who helps me create the videos,
Yeah, like
Anything,
video
like someone that
editing.
you go out and they're helping you film, or like anything, like someone helping you media kit, behind the scene, anything.
I don't have a team in that sense. What I do,
Yeah, you know what? You did that last week, and I was gonna go do, but I held myself.
what I do, do. What I do is it's in my head. I actually want to do. I want to say do, not I want to do. What I do is I have created a community of like Black travel. I keep saying Black travel because that's what they are. They're mainly like just Black travel creators. And we slide in the DMs. I just say, hey, is anyone free? Do you want to go to Canary Wharf, for example? Let's shoot some content, because I'm helping them also create content, but I'm also helping myself. I usually do filming for others. I hardly am in my own videos, as you have seen, because I'm looking more at like the content around rather than me being in the content. So to answer your question, no, I don't have a team that helps me edit, create the videos, run my social media.
One woman band.
I literally am a one-woman band. It would be nice, but
You never know what the future holds.
but at the same time, I'm a little bit like picky at the way that I like things. I would happily delegate an area that I'm not so like strong at, or that I'm just like, oh yeah, you do your thing, like you free. But because I've been alone for so long, I've just got my hands on everywhere.
Yeah, I get that. But I like the way how you've reached out to other people to come out. So when you go do your travels, like you're not in the shoot, they're in the shoot, and you've recorded them, and you don't even have to show your face.
Because I thought your main display pic
Was
I thought one of them was you, so you're a twin.
Yeah.
I actually thought I did.
No, those are two influencers. They are great. They're actually deaf, and they advocate for like they just showcase everything to say just because we're deaf does not mean we're limited to anything. They are models. They are travelers. They're
both of them
banging influencers. Okay. They're called Being Her.
Being
like
her.
being her together.
Shout out to Being Her.
Being her. Thank you, girls. They were like one of the first influencers that agreed to help me showcase my t-shirts. That's why. So like, they have a piece of my part of my business.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's nice. That's nice. That's really nice.
I would say as well, like, just going back to what you were saying, reaching out to people within your niche or content creators that you might not necessarily be in the same niche, but you like how they do or how they create content. You can reach out to them and just say, hey, next time you are out and about, can I come along? Can we create content together? There's power in like collaboration, right?
Yes.
I do say this.
Collaborate in any form that you can. I'm always open to collaboration. So if anybody, I'm joking.
No. Speak to them, please. Wait, is it this camera?
Yeah,
Oh,
this camera's on her.
Yeah.
this camera right here, girl.
So if you are out and about in London and would like to collaborate with me, I'm open. Slide in the DMs.
Slide in the DMs.
I said it to someone commented on my picture recently on one of my posts on Instagram. And I said, yeah. And I think she was joking. She was just like, oh, I would love to like come out with you one day. I literally responded back and I was like, yeah, let's do this. And then I would slide into her DMs. And she was like, oh, I thought you were joking. And I was like, no, I'm that open. Like if I have time, I'll make time. But I'm not as closed-minded. I'm not a celebrity that everyone is like, oh my gosh, like, I can't really be around her. Or no, come on, the more the merrier.
Well then, Kevin Hine.
Yeah. Let's discuss this. We can do this.
I'm there.
Yeah.
I love a collaboration. I'm always saying I love a collaboration.
And I think another thing that social media has helped now with Instagram, you know, like you can collaborate with a
collaborator,
creator, and then just cross promote your content together.
Yeah. Oh, that's one of my favorite features on Instagram. I love it.
It's good.
Yeah,
it helps
because it opens up their following to you and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Then they'll be like, oh, I never knew about this person. Then you get people knowing you more.
Yeah, exactly. So we got Travel, Eat, Slay, Travelboxx. Did we go into it? We didn't, did we?
The Travelboxx is my latest baby.
Yeah.
It was birthed in 2020, November 2020. Funny enough, that's another challenge that is just like beyond me. I created the Travelboxx during the pandemic. Nobody was traveling.
Just tell them what it is, because I don't think they
The Travelboxx is a quarterly subscription for travel essential items. So every 3 months, you receive 5 travel items. They can be travel gadgets, smart travel options like a collapsible water bottle, for example, a power bank, a universal travel adapter, beauty products as well, and health and beauty products and snacks. So the items are centered around those pillars, and every 3 months they change with the box. And so you pay £30 every quarter, and then you receive a box of those goodies. That was it.
that is it.
It sounds very simple, but oh my gosh, it's been a journey.
The journey. So anybody that is going traveling,
yes,
please go and get your Travelboxx.
Get your Travelboxx.
Travelboxx.
From the Travelboxx. It's with 2 X's. So travelboxx.co.uk.
Yes.
And this is all around social media. It's the same. But if you come through Traveleatslay, you also find it.
Yeah, it's on your bio, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. See, my favorite thing is the collapsible.
Yeah,
Water
the collapse.
bottle.
Yeah.
That's it's a guy thing. That's the product that guys have tended to just like flock to.
Yeah.
Because I'm always drinking from bottles as well, and like if I drink from this water bottle, once I finish,
throw away.
Yeah,
You
that
collapse it.
Yeah.
So at least one of the ideas of why I wanted to create this box was with the whole pandemic, it was a learning curve for everyone to now stop and reflect on how you have been impacting on the world, like your carbon footprint on the world. I also wanted, when travel resumes, for travelers to be intentional about the destinations that they travel to, as well as the items that they carry. So plastic water bottles, we're just adding another bad footprint to the environment, right? So items like the collapsible water bottle are just, and it doesn't have to be when you're traveling, because I use it every day, like in my house. I use it anytime I go creating content around London. It's just an easy way that you can carry your bottle or carry your water or a beverage, whatever beverage is your kind. You can carry that too. Once it's done, collapse it and put it in your bag, ready for use for the next time.
Yeah.
Just
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Very good idea.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's been a journey and a half. It's still there.
It's still there. It's
Yes,
growing.
It's growing. But I just want to thank everybody who's been supporting that brand, because it's I felt like a newbie. Well, I was a newbie in terms of creating a business. I had never created a subscription business before, and just knowing the ins and outs of what goes into such a business, I was just like, wow. And the research that I had to do before actually saying, okay, what kind of products should I be including? What shouldn't I include? Yeah, it's still going.
It's still going.
There'd be moments where I'm just like, you know what, I'm just going to give up.
We.
I've got one more question.
I've got one more as well.
You got one more
Oh no,
as well.
you go first.
Because you've got the Travelboxx. You've got Travel, Eat, Slay. Like, how do you find, like, the Travel, Eat, Slay, you're all over the place. Well, not all over the place, but you are traveling and you're doing loads of stuff. And then you've got the Travelboxx as well. So trying to get the items and stuff. How do you find the time?
I make time.
Okay.
Where's that button?
That was, I make
Sharp,
time.
straight.
No,
Yeah,
I
straight to the
make
point.
time.
Oh.
Baby.
I didn't even mean it.
No,
to be
you
like,
meant no. Exactly how you said it is. That's right. You make time.
Yeah.
Because, like
Again,
you said, we sometimes we overcomplicate things. You just make the time.
Yeah. If it's something, this is something that I've wanted to do, or at least I've put in money, I've put in time, I cannot fail. At least if I do fail, God forbid it, I would have said, okay, you know what? You gave your best. You did what you needed to do. Going back actually to what you said about what do I find difficult, I would say balancing like business and leisure, like just taking my mind off my business, because I'm the only one who has to do everything.
Right,
So
right.
in every hour, I'm always thinking, okay, could this be for Traveleatslay? What could I be doing for the Travelboxx instead of like enjoyment kind of thing? But in the midst of enjoyment, I can just be like, hey, I can take a little video here and post it for Traveleatslay. Like, I always have it at the back of my mind because it's part of me, and I don't want it to fail.
That's
So
right. Well, you're definitely not, because
Definitely.
like I said to you before, both my friends sent me your video, the one of the white cube video.
Yay!
They
Thank
both
you,
sent
thank
it.
you,
Yeah,
friends.
Jenny and Mark. They both sent it to you as separate, and they don't know each other. Sent
Oh,
it to me as
wow.
separate times. And I was like, okay, girl, yeah, we're gonna go. And then Mark sent it to me, and I was like,
Yeah.
I said to Jenny, I'll go, but Mark, all right, let's all go. So
Yeah.
all three of us went, and because of you, like, I think I just posted up one today actually. We've all got lit content from that day, and that's purely because of you.
It's
So-
funny enough, when you were talking to me about that post was an accident.
Yeah.
Like,
okay. Yeah.
I didn't want to post that post.
Oh,
And I
I'm
think-
glad you did. No, because no, I'm telling you, for me, one of my best pictures that I've taken, I haven't posted that picture yet. That is one of my favorite pictures that I've had so far, because you directed us to that location.
Wow.
So even when you feel like No, I don't want to post it. I beg you, please just post it. No, it's true. It's so true. Please post
Now
it.
I will.
Yeah, because I love
think
it.
I think that's the thing sometimes with social media is that you might overcomplicate or overthink things too much. Just put it out there, because half of the content that you're creating might not necessarily be for you, or like, oh, I don't really feel the angle was right. But when someone else sees it, they're gonna
Love it.
get inspirational. Yeah, get inspiration and love it from that. So it's something that I'm learning. Like, don't be too hard on yourself. Content is content. Like, as long as you like what you have created, everything else is just like fluff.
bonus,
Yeah.
So on the last note, what advice would you give to anyone listening or watching that, you know, may want to do something similar to you? What advice would you give them?
I would say, I know it's like cliche, just start, I would say. But also make sure you're in it for the right reasons. Don't go into being a content creator because you saw your favorite content creator and the kind of life that they are living and depicting, because it takes hard work. You have to be consistent. Have you got that drive to remain consistent, even when you get 2 likes over when you get 1 million likes? Getting into content creation to get 1 million likes is not going to happen overnight. Even though like reels, sometimes Instagram reels can work to your favor and just boost your views and everything is all good. But once you get that 2 million, you now need to consistently keep at that 2 million views. So I would say consistency, go into it for the right reasons, and have fun. Because if you take the fun out of it, it's now a job.
Yes.
It's now a bane of your life. You're like, oh my gosh, I have to wake up, I have to create content, I have to go to that venue or like that location. I don't really feel like doing it. But if it's something that you already enjoy, it's never going to feel like
Work.
Yeah, it's never going to feel like work, or it's never going to feel like someone is forcing you to do something that you're not like really into.
Nice. Yeah. Do you want to press one last button? Never mind. You can press one more. Go on, press one more. Yay! Well, I have definitely enjoyed speaking to you, finding out about your journey, your story. It's definitely helped me. So I would just like to say thank you so much for
Thank you
coming down.
for having me.
Onto Just
Even though I like gibbered a lot, like
That's
No,
not even
no.
like you was giving out some
you was
real
giving
gems.
me some good stuff.
Yes.
So we always appreciate it.
Yes, we definitely appreciate you
Thank
coming
you.
down. Yes,
Yay.
looking
Go
forward
check out Travel, Eat, Slay
Yes,
and Travelboxx.
yes, the Travelboxx.
Excuse me.
the travel.
The Travelboxx.
The Travelboxx. But thank you guys so much for having me on your show. Thank you, the audience, for listening to me.
Yes,
and
Canva
like always,
and Range Rover and
we are here for those collaborations.
can't remember who else we said, but you better all
Everybody.
sponsor. Yeah, everybody.
Yes.
Everybody.
But yeah, I wish everybody who is thinking of going into or to become a content creator the best of luck. I would also say maybe I don't know if I said this before, but like reach out to, I don't know, anyone in your niche. It can be that content creator that you admire. Just ask how they started. Ask the question that is really burning that you want answered from them, and see how they answer you. They might not answer you back, but don't worry.
Yeah.
Find another one. If one says no, don't feel like everyone else is gonna
Just
say no.
There will be someone that says yes.
Yeah, just give your time to the right people.
Yes. Yeah, too much.
Gems upon gems. Tell them. Yes. Love it.
All right. Okay. Well.
Yeah, you better cut it off before I keep going.
It is.
Well, that is it, guys. I
That
hope
is
you
it.
enjoyed the show. Thanks for Travel Eat Slay coming down, Caroline
Yes.
coming down with us, giving you all those gems.
Yes.
If you like
You say it.
and subscribe, please press the notification button.
That is actually the correct sound.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, but thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, and we'll see you next week. See you later, guys.
Bye.
Peace.